Good morning. And today in this vlog, as you can see, we're at our backyard right now. So this is called the backyard, and which is at the back of our house. So the backyard is the name, which is obvious. And as you can see, and my brother here is filling up this bucket and is actually going to water the plants. He is going to water the plants of this backyard. There are a lot of them, and so it will take a while. So first he will fill up the bucket, and then he will use the mug to water all the plants, and let the plants live, or else they will just die. So you have to maintain your plants. What are you doing? So as he is going to water all the plants. Yeah, look at that. So here's the first one. Now it is obvious that we should water our plants, or else they will die. So we have to just water these plants regularly, so they won't die and they will look beautiful. Of course, it is the cycle of life. You have to maintain them so they don't die. Now there are a lot of them here, as you can see. Yeah, here are some paper flowers. Yeah, there are mostly paper flowers here. Yeah, they are purple, orange and pink, and yeah, purple and orange, a pinkish orange. Yes, you can call it that. Okay, now this side we have the portulicas or portulacas. Oh, what's this? A white flower here. Yeah, its name is corally. Corobi flower. Yeah, and so here's this bluebell, and sort of here. Yes. Yeah, Aparajita. Right here, hanging here. Look at this bluish color. And the back side there are actually more. There's actually a hibiscus there. And at the back, which is red, which is obvious. It's also called a China rose. And here's this guava, a tree. It's sort of like a tree because it's actually trunk. There's actually some bark here which is growing, so you can technically call it a tree. Oh look! Oh, actually here's a guava right here. Well, you can sort of call it a guava because it is so tiny and it's formed by flowers, which is obvious because flowers produce fruits. So yeah, look at that. Alright, now here's alright, now I am going to water the plants and flowers. Alright, let me just get this bucket really quick. Okay. So let me just water them. Alright, so let me just water these paper flowers right here. So look at this. Okay, we should not put too much water, or else it would die. Or not, and not too little. Okay. And like I said, you should water your plants if you have plants and flowers. If you have them. Yeah. Now because summer is coming, we should now water these plants and flowers frequently, or else they will just dry up and die. But at the same time, we should not put too much water, or else, yeah, here the portulacas here. Look at that. Okay, let me just get some more. Alright. Okay, I think there's a lot there. Here's this one. I'll just water all of them real quick. And the final one here, this. Yeah, there. Oh look, here's a white hibiscus right here. As you can see, look at its red pollen. Yes. And this is actually the stem of the hibiscus, which contains all the pollen for the insects like bees and butterflies. Of course, it is part of pollination. Alright, now we're filling up the bucket again. Yes, then again. Yeah, look at that. It is about 15 liters. And wow. Wait a minute. Hey. Wait, what just happened? Oh, yeah, now because of the heat, it just turned into two parts. Yeah, just blasted. Yeah, the lemon just blasted into two parts. So I think it's a bit weird to just see this lemon just split in two halves, even though we didn't do anything to it. Oh yeah, here's a people tree. As you can tell by its spiky leaves. So you can easily identify them because of the leaves. Yeah, so you can technically, we call this a people tree because of its leaf shape. Yeah. Now my brothers is again are going to water the plants which are not watered yet. Alright, now here's these right here. There are more here. We have a lot of them, and I think I've calculated there are over 100 of them. I think we have 100 plants and flowers all together. I think I've counted them once, and now we're just going to go plant by plant and flower by flower. Alright, we're just going down the lane just to water the plants. Alright, here's this one. And now there are 4. Well, there are 3 left. And 2. And 1. Yeah, there we go. And now there's actually more here in the portico. So there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there are about 6 here all together. 3, 4. Oh, actually there's 7 of them. 5, 6, 7. That's 7, and there's actually more. Right here. And yeah, there are a lot of varieties here. And with this, a portulaca, and this spiky one because it has a lot of spikes, you know. And also more portulicas. What's that? Okay. And there's more water. Alright, let's go. Oh, here. There are more. Oh wait, actually here's some. About 4. There are about 4 of them. And near this window. And wow, look at that. And actually some of them are rotting here. But that is the cycle of life. Like how we are born and how we die. Oh look at these paper flowers here. And like I said, paper flowers are called paper flowers because of the paper-like structure of their petals. Yeah, if you touch them, you will feel like you're touching paper. And the structure is also like paper. So yeah. And oh my God, this is a palm tree. Look at this. And so here's this massive palm tree on the portico here. I think we have just moved it from here to here. Well, it's because of the heat. Oh yeah, actually because of the storm. Yeah, it actually fell down once, so we have to move it from here to here, so it wouldn't collapse again. And here, I mean, just look at this big structure here with all the palm trees. Oh, there's a lot of them here. And lots of branches and stems. Oh my God, what is this? Okay, I think this is the longest stem here, which is extending about near that tube light. Oh, and actually here's this new scooter that we have purchased here. Yeah, it is the Activa 125, or actually Activa 125. And now the reason why it is called the Activa 125 is because it has 125 cc, and of course it is made by Honda. So this is actually supposed for my mother. And oh wow, and look, more portulicas, but now it's hanging from the portulicas or actually the portico ceiling, which is look over there. Wait a second, I think it's rusting. So there actually might be a chance where it may just collapse, so we have to be careful. Well, and there are a lot of them here. Oh, and here's more portulagas, of course, which is also hanging from there, but there's also a little rust here, so it might disconnect. Okay, and now what are the plans? Now obviously just look at that. And more portulagas, more paper flowers. Yeah, we pretty much have everything. Yeah. Now actually, let me show you some Chinese palm trees. So this is actually a Chinese palm tree, and yes, it is obvious why it's called like that, because one, its species is from China, and two, it is basically a palm tree. Just look at the structure of the plant.
Miniature.
Yeah, these are basically miniature palm trees right here, and they're actually all together. So, oh yeah, here's another one, and here another Chinese palm tree right here. So we actually have two of them, which is good, obviously. And wow, and of course more paper flowers here hanging outside the pot, or actually the tub, and some of them are actually not bloomed yet, and they're still actually small. They're red, some of them are red, some of them are purple. So it's just these purple and red ones. And here, oh wow, what's this? And now actually this actually plant, and it actually looks like a Christmas tree. Yeah, it kind of looks like a Christmas tree, except there's now 2 points here. One is actually taller than the other. I think the structure is actually divided, and now it is basically divided. One tip is now divided from the other. Now actually here's a multicolored paper flower plant here. Yes, there's actually 2 colors here all together in the same tub, the same plant. One is white and another one is purple. Okay, sort of like a purple and white crossbreed, which have just mixed it with each other. And I think I see mostly a white, but there's also some purple, so it makes it kind of unique. And that is basically a entire portico. Plants. Yeah, this is basically like a mini garden, where we basically have everything. And wow, and look at this, it is actually hanging. So you can kind of, yeah, it is hanging, yeah, obviously it's on the ceiling, and you can just sort of like do it like this, but I think it's safe to just remain still so it won't fall off. And that's about it. That is our entire portico. Alright, so as you can see, my brother is actually just swimming, or actually swinging in the tree right here, or actually the plant and the flowers. Just look at that. It looks so beautiful, isn't it? But I think it's more safe, to just remain still, or else it will just fall off. So it's better if we just remain it still, so it will look more proper. Alright, so that's all for this video. Bye.